back. Liga MX is officially back, guys. Clausura 2026. Mazatlan, I think there's a little bit of some. I mean, I guess it's considered sad news because I've seen this Mazatlan team kind of grow and just be in the league for a while. But hey, I heard they're disappearing, guys. I heard they are either. I think they're changing the name, or they're being bought out, or something along that line. Something along that line. We might not see Mazatlan that much longer. Probably, maybe either later this year or next year. We're probably not gonna see them anymore, or even a little bit later after that. But I know it's coming soon. It's coming soon that they're gonna change. I think they're gonna change the name or the owner of Atletico Morelia. So if you guys remember that Morelia Monarcas team, then might be some exciting news for you guys to see that team back. That logo was iconic. That logo was iconic. So might do a logo tier list for Liga MX soon. Stay tuned for that, guys. But breaking into Friday's games for later today, we have Mazatlan at home, Juarez on the road. Juarez played pretty good last season. I think they should rightfully be the favorite. So for me, guys, I do think Juarez is the better team. I think that news kind of affects Mazatlan players, and but if anything, it also should motivate them. That means they gotta play for contracts. They gotta show up and show out on the field so they can hopefully get some new contracts to go to a different team. But I think this game ends up being a slow start, guys. This is the way I would play it. I'll play the draw in the first half and a draw full game. Because at the very least, if it is a slow start, I think you're going to see some 0-0s, maybe some 1-1, scores in the first half. Full game is definitely, I think the draws are a lot harder. But in this first half, I like these first half picks a lot. You guys are going to see me do a lot of first half picks in this season. These first half draws have just, I don't know, guys, they're just straight money sometimes. Unless the side is just super clear. But I like draw money lines in the first half. So I say play the draw for the first half, play the draw for the second half. If you guys absolutely need a third pick, just predominantly the over 2.5 has just hit at, I would say, the maybe a 50 to 60% clip over the last maybe 3 or 4 or 5 seasons. Just the over 2.5 just hits at a 60% clip, as long as you're not getting some crazy minus price. So plus 102 for over 2.5. I think that's just solid. Again, guys, most games just end up going over, but this is the beginning. This is the first day, so I'm just not sure how much fire these guys are going to come out with. But I do like the draw in the first half. I do like the draw for full game. I might even play the over just because, again, just my predominant stats normally. So at getting plus money with it, it's even better. So that's gonna kick off our first game. Team Atlas up against Puebla. If this was in the relegation era of football, I don't know why. That is just the one thing I do hate about our Liga MX, guys, is just that there's no relegation. If this was the relegation era, Puebla would have been gone a long time ago. A long time ago. I strongly believe that. But I do think just because, again, guys, I know how Jalisco rolls. I know how, my home away from home. I know how we roll. So I think this is going to be an absolute banger of a match. I think it's going to be more excited than people are going to pay attention and give credit for. I'm taking Atlas straight up money line for me. Call it a homer pick. I don't care. Call it a homer pick. Atlas straight up money line, and I think Puebla has the ability to make it an exciting game just as well. And I think we see goals in this match. I think we see goals. Play that over 2.5. Play that over 2.5. It should hopefully be an absolute barn burner. Our final game, we go to the south of my border in Tijuana. Playing, well, they're not the champ, but they were the triple champ recently. So, Club America, Tijuana. Tijuana, again, people hate playing in this field, I guess. I guess a lot of pros really don't like playing on turf. I don't know what the deal with that is, but, I mean, they make a big deal about Tijuana Stadium. The only thing that's different about that stadium from any other ones is that it's turf. I don't know, something to do with the ankles. I've played on turf a lot of my life too, so I mean, I don't make a problem out of turf, but then again, I'm not a professional. Not a professional, so I guess I can't complain too much. But at the same time, they can't either, man. They get paid millions and millions and hundreds of dollars. So, but I guess if turf is an advantage, it's an advantage for Tijuana. I know it's an advantage in the rain. Have you guys ever played in turf while it rains? Dude, that is damn near a nightmare. The pace is just so crazy. You better have some good conditioning. But anyway, back to this game. Tijuana America. This one is very telling, guys. This total right here for the first half, it's very, very telling. 1 goal minus 143. That means I'm almost certain we're gonna see 1 goal in the first half. Damn near certain. Damn near certain. So if I had to absolutely take something, because this is the one game where I'm a little bit on the fence for betting on anything really, just because I don't know what kind of America we're gonna see. They've kind of been on a very slippery slope from being champs, but then again, I mean, anything that comes up must go down. So, and then this total, when the totals are like this, guys, and I don't think Bovada's probably the only app, the only website that does things like this, just because I see, if I check a couple other websites, they just have the 2.5 just crazy juice or at a crazy something. If it's just over 2.5 by itself, you're definitely gonna see a negative price on there. But as far as the picks, I'm gonna have to roll. I'm gonna roll with America on this one, just because Tijuana came so close, and I think it's just they wanted a little bit more, and they just couldn't pull it off. Especially, remember in the playoffs, guys, they had that 3-0 lead against Tigres, and it ended up just, they lost it 4-3, bro. It's like you go into the second game with a 3-0 lead, and you found a way to lose. You pretty much had the playoff spot secure, and I still think they feel that one. So I'm gonna take America in the first half. America straight up money line, but I like the first half better. I think America can score first, and then after 45 minutes, America is leading. So I'll take America in the first half. Just that one, actually. Just that one. If you guys want to go full money line, you can. But I like America in the first half for solid plus 158. Their results were more expected. They weren't expected to be champs or anything last season. They lost some pieces. They lost some players, and they're just kind of rearranging some stuff. But they're still a very competitive team. Meanwhile, Tijuana had their chance to make some noise, and they did make some noise. They just ended up completely blowing it once they had to go to Monterrey in that second game, where they completely lost it. They just lost it. How do you go into you have a 3-0 lead and you absolutely blew it? And I thought this Tijuana team was going to make even more noise. But I think they still feel that. I don't think they're still 100% back. And I think America can lead after 45 minutes. That's going to be my official pick. Those are the 3 games broken down, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what picks you got for Liga MX.